Hello, everyone, and today on Age of Dinosaurs, we'll be traveling back in time to 70 million years ago and see the different seasons of Cretaceous Alaska. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Alaska, 70 million years ago. It may not look that different from today at first, with its vast conifer forests, huge mountains, and beautiful scenery. But there's a small difference. Instead of the predictable weather of today, it was slightly warmer, and there were only two seasons in this beautiful environment. Summer for 6 months of the year, and winter for 6 months. And 5 of those months is a bitterly cold, dark winter, like in the Antarctic, where no sunlight will come out. Which means many of the creatures that come here for summertime take advantage of all the summer they can get. Edmontosaurus are one of these migrants. They travel all the way from areas such as Montana and South Dakota, United States, all the way up to Alaska for the summer. These are a different species of Edmontosaur, but they live alongside the native inhabitants, brown-coated dromaeosaurs, in the summer colds. Now the Edmontosaurs themselves are a completely different species from the ones in Canada. These have crests on their neck, on their head. Some Edmontosaurs don't have this, especially their Asian cousins from Mongolia and their more North American counterpart. But the Canadian and Alaskan Edmontosaurs do have this. Another creature that comes out for the summer is Pachyrhinosaurus, a horned dinosaur in a different family, but in the same group as Triceratops, the three-horned dinosaur. Pachyrhinosaurus plow through the forests looking for the ferns and mosses and scrubs to eat. They take advantage of the summer in an explicit, shameless manner of mowing down the ground for food. They travel in herds, and in Alaska, they make this place their home. However, if it gets too warm for them, they can always take a nice summer bath in the water and cover themselves in mud to avoid the pesky summer flies and mosquitoes from biting at them, which can be a big nuisance. But these dinosaurs are going to have to take up as much summer as they can get, because as the summer progresses, the days get shorter and winter starts to bring its tiny chill. And as soon as Edmontosaurs feel it, they get moving. They must beat the summer freeze and make it back to Canada and their Canadian resting grounds and their winter retreat in Montana and South Dakota. When winter hits, it's like a completely different landscape. Mostly dark and frozen. And those creatures not adapted to this weather or don't migrate, they can freeze to death. The landscape is transformed. Those dinosaurs that do have to stay must either hibernate or tough out this snowstorm. The Pachyrhinosaurus seem to be handling it wonderfully. They may have either had wool or blubber, and their summer eating habits paid off. Because they're large creatures, they can burn off calories and not have to eat for a longer period of time. And this is very good for winter. They also aren't fussy eaters and will eat any vegetation or even bark and termites to survive the winter. While some Pachyrhinosaurs may migrate with the Montosaurs, some herds like this are veterans at toughing out the Alaskan winter. And staying in groups helps. One unusual resident is an Asdarchid pterosaur. The Asdarchid is a giant pterosaur. Normally would not be here in winter, but this old male must have got left behind, or got the memo too late. He isn't here for the whole winter though. He's trying to fly to the warmer weather in the south of North America. But he does take a break to groom himself. Tiny mosquitoes and fleas plague his wing membranes. But he isn't just here for flying lessons either, or for good grooming. He'd prefer to be on his way, but he can't make the journey without snatching a meal. This is where the fighter plane-sized predator turns into a land predator, snatching up anything he can grab. As soon as he has his little roadside snack, he gets going. But one dinosaur who can't escape the winter chill are the raptors. These are dromaeosaurs. They may look different from the summer. It is because they have to shed their more feathery coat for a fur-like downy coat, both for camouflage in the snow and to keep them more insulated in the winter. Basically, it's the winter coat to handle this winter. And when it is spring, they will shed this coat for their summer feathers. Food is hard to come by for the dromaeosaurs. but especially in winter. Meaning if he hears someone, he is not in the mood to share. But he also isn't willing to fight for it. So what he's doing now is a bizarre show of strength, showing off how strong he is, by flapping his wings and giving off warnings. The Raptorni who sees this is not backing down. So he tries the old-fashioned bark. If that doesn't work, despite missing a meal, he knows it is not worth fighting over, because any injury can be fatal, especially in winter. The other raptor enjoys the spoils. The Pachyrhinosaurs aren't the only plant eaters living here. One of these are an unusual slow-moving herbivore called an ankylosaur. These are small versions of their larger Alaskan and Montanan versions. They're smaller because one, like all ankylosaurs, they're rather slow, so they can't migrate as quickly as the Montosaurs. So if they have to stay up here in Alaska, they have to be small, but also hold more fuel. They may look small and appetizing to a raptor, and in winter, raptors would never go after these creatures. But this raptor is desperate. But there's a reason why this little herbivore should be avoided. His club can easily break and kill a raptor. The ankylosaur is so well armored, he's built like a tank. Even his eyelids are plated. But he'll be doing fine this winter, as long as he has his wits about him. And we will see how this winter affects the straggler Edmontosaurs, and how the summer returns. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you like my videos and want to see more, please like, share, and subscribe. Have an amazing day.